Good morning, friends. Welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be showing you my winter morning loc routine. If you're new here, over here I talk about locs. I share with you my loc journey. I also recently started a small business, so I'm sharing behind the scenes content of that with you. This morning I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I do in the morning in the winter. If you live in a place where you have different climates, meaning that you have extreme heat, extreme cold, you might want to consider switching up your routine with the different climates because your hair has different needs. So where I am right now, the winter months tend to be a little bit more on the dry side, meaning that my hair, I need to put more time into ensuring that I have moisture. In the summer months, I tend to get a little bit more humidity, which means that it's good for my hair. My hair actually thrives off of that. So I switch up my loc care routine a little bit that way. Now, some things that I'm doing differently with my winter care routine is I'm moisturizing every day because it tends to get very dry. My skin is dry, everything is dry, which tells me that my hair is dry. A good indication of how your hair is doing is take a look at your skin, because the scalp on your head technically is skin. So if you notice that your skin tends to be a little bit drier, then that gives you an indication of what's going on with your scalp. If your skin's doing fine, then you might not need to make any changes to your hair. Again, everything that I'm sharing here are just tips for you to consider. You don't have to do this. Everyone's loc journey is different. So number one, I want to start off by talking to you about my headscarf. Now, I feel like I'm scamming you out because the truth is I don't sleep with a headscarf every night, but I really try to do it. The reason why is I don't want lint in my hair. I used to not worry too much about tying my hair at night till I started realizing that that lint is real and it gets in your hair. An additional thing that you want to consider, you want to create a protective barrier between your hair and the surface that you sleep on. So when you have this on, then you prevent that friction at night when you're sleeping, which helps with preserving your edges. Most of us don't sleep with satin pillows or satin bedding. I would highly recommend that you consider covering your hair at night. And if you can find something that sticks, a bonnet or a headscarf, even better, because we know that they don't always stay on our head overnight, but it's worth the attempt. So what I start off by doing is just removing my headscarf, and then I have a spray bottle. Now remember, I talked to you about the importance of moisture. This is a mixture of aloe vera juice and rose water. The aloe vera juice, I got this recommendation from someone on YouTube actually, and this has been a game changer for my loc routine. You can get aloe vera juice from the store. I got a big bottle from Target. The one that I have does have a preservative in it to help it stay longer on the shelves. If you wanted to make your own aloe vera juice, you definitely could. And maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to make your own, because I do try to use clean products and avoid preservatives or extra chemicals in my products when able. Then also the rose water with glycerin. I bought that on accident, but I actually came to find out that glycerin is a humectant. Glycerin basically is going to pull the moisture into your hair. So if you don't mind the texture that glycerin leaves in your hair, I would recommend lightly spraying it on your hair. And you want to dilute it with something too, so you're not getting that excessive texture on your hair. So what I start off by doing is just misting my hair with this mixture, because I don't like to work on dry hair. I like to ensure that my hair is 100% moisturized to prevent further breakage and to prevent myself from damaging my hair. And then the next thing that I do is I run my fingers through my hair like so. I'm going to show you through the back, and I'm already feeling some snags. Now, if you're a person who waits quite a while between retwists like I do, because I like my hair to look a little bit more fuller at the roots in the same section, for lack of better words, and I'll explain this better. So think about you getting about 1 inch of new growth. If you were to touch your hair after getting 1 inch of new growth, you would feel like there's not really a separation at the bottom. So what marrying is essentially is your two locks are at the edge. Okay, so let me just give you an example. Let's say this piece of my hair grew out, then I wouldn't have this line anymore. This bottom part would all be one piece of new growth, and then these two pieces would be sticking out of the ends. Now, the remedy to get rid of that is what people call popping locks, where they essentially just rip the lock in half so that you can get that separation. We don't want to do that. We don't want to create damage to our locks. So to prevent marrying, you want to make sure that you're keeping up with your retwists on a regular basis. Even though I was one who wanted to wait longer, I actually wanted to wait 4 times I wanted to retwist my hair no more than 4 times a year. Ended up switching this up because my hair started growing growing at a different rate, which required me to retwist a little bit more frequently. So to check for when I'm actually due for a retwist, instead of putting myself on a cycle, I actually just go through my hair like this and I check to see if I'm noticing a lot of tangles. And I go by what my hair is telling me. I'm very big on following what your hair needs and being attentive to your hair and being very observant to the changes in your hair versus going on a cycle. No one's hair is the same and no one can follow the same cycle. Something for you to consider is starting to learn how to pay attention to your hair and being very intuitive. So being able to notice when your hair is changing based on what you're doing, based on the climate, based on what you're putting in your body. So after I go through my hair and I make sure that it's separated, I don't have any tangles. So once you started off with your hair, once it's wet, you've checked it, then I go in with my Loc Elixir. Now I switch up between my aloe and avocado oil, which I'm going to show you here. This is the FAIDA Naturals aloe and avocado oil, and then this is the Loc Elixir. Now they both have two different functions, but if you take a look at the ingredients, your aloe and avocado oil is going to have your peppermint oil, your rosemary oil, which are things that are really meant for stimulating hair growth. So as you rub it along your edges, those essential oils have been proven to support healthy hair growth. And then it's targeting moisture too, because we want to ensure that our hair stays moisturized throughout the winter to prevent breakage and to promote length retention. Today I'm actually going to be using the aloe and avocado oil. I switch off day by day and I go through my hair, and we're getting a double dose of aloe vera. Aloe vera is so good for moisturizing your hair. Okay, and if you're looking at the texture, it's a very light texture. It's not sticky. It's a blend, basically a blend of oil. So you don't have to worry about what ingredients that are in that. And I just take some time. Now, what I used to do was only moisturize my scalp, but now I actually go through my locks and I actually squeeze the oil into my locks to make sure that I have that moisturized appearance. Have you ever seen someone with locks and they look crusty? We want to avoid that look. So I just go through and I really massage it into my locks just to make sure that it's fully in there. Now, the importance of scalp care, okay? The reason why these oils are designed to be very light is to prevent buildup in your locks. That's basically my morning routine. If I want to style it, usually I will go ahead and style it, but today I think I'm just going to leave my hair down. Another pro tip is the less you can manipulate your hair, the less you do with it, then the more you're going to support healthy length retention. You don't want to have tugging or pulling. You really want to make sure that your hair is left in a healthy state. So hopefully this was helpful to show you a little bit about what I do in the morning. I switch things up every morning. Otherwise, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.